Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be going over some Earth Day books that inspire us to just live a greener life. So, as all of you know, today is Earth Day, and that is so exciting. So, I figured I would put together a video of just some books that can help us think about living green or just overall thinking about our world and how we need to do things to protect our world and make sure that we appreciate it for what it is. I have a list of 5 books here. Some of them are middle grade, some of them are nonfiction, and they all just kind of go over different aspects of the earth and they teach you in fun ways. So the first one I have here is a middle grade book and it's called The Golden Glow. And this is about a fox that likes to go traveling in the woods and go for hikes. So I'm going to read you the synopsis here. It's actually really adorable. So it says, Fox loves nature. There's nothing he enjoys more than reading about and picking flowers. One evening, he comes across a rare specimen in his old botany book, the Golden Glow, a plant from the well-hidden family, found only in the mountains, a plant that has yet to be described. Fascinated, Fox decides to set off on a quest in search of the mysterious Golden Glow. He packs his knapsack, a map, a compass, a flashlight, a sleeping bag, and other items for his hike. Along the way, Fox observes many different kinds of trees and plants. He also encounters woodland friends who help him make it to the summit of the mountain. But when Fox eventually stumbles upon the object of his quest, he makes a surprising decision. So, this book is full of like educational content, and there's a lot of botany in it because Mr. Fox is obsessed with botany and that's why he's like going on this adventure. It also just celebrates like hiking and observing like the beauty of nature, which is really cool. There's also another book with the same main character of the fox, and I think it's one where he goes underwater and explores crustacean life. And that would be a fun one as well, so I'll definitely like link that down in the description also. Obviously, this is a middle grade book. This is for younger kids, but I think it's done in such a fun way that it would still be fun to read ourselves. And I think it's really great for everybody. Then we have Zhonyas Rainforest, and this book is actually really cool. It's not just about the rainforest, it's actually made from the rainforest. So the description says its illustrations were created on paper made from banana bark by women living in the village of Chizuda. Its delightful, impish main character is Ashaninka, the area's largest indigenous group, and its Peruvian-born author provides an Ashaninka translation of Zonia's story at the back. The book is also available in Spanish. But what truly makes it stand out is its message of self-determination. These indigenous people, Martinez Neal has written, are not saved but take charge. So it's all about this girl living in the rainforest, and it's a book literally built from the rainforest. Like, how cool is that? I think it definitely will have a positive message in that book, and you should definitely check it out. As well as thinking about our forests and our green life, we also have to think about our blue life and our oceans. And so this next book is called Welcome Home Whales, and it's all about a mother whale migrating to a new area and having a calf and going from there. So the description says the inspiration for this book was the first whale in almost 200 years after early settlers hunted them down near to extinction to migrate to northern Tasmania in Booth's native Australia and give birth to a calf in the river there. Booth's tale of an intuitive boy who hears a whale's aching song each morning is moody and mystical. Her lyrical prose and cerulean watercolor art swim together like mother and calf, two voices calling with a story of new beginnings. So that just sounds wonderful. I personally love watercolor, and I think that when it's done in like graphic novels or just like picture books, I think it's so pretty. And so I would really enjoy reading this book and getting to see how they use watercolor in this underwater tale. I just think it'd be really cool. So next up, I have a nonfiction book, and this one is called The Once and Future World by J.B. McKinnon. And this one basically says, from one of Canada's most exciting writers and ecological thinkers, a book that changes the way we see nature and shows that in restoring the living world, we are also restoring ourselves. In 3 beautifully drawn parts, McKinnon revisits a globe exuberant with life, where lions roam North America and 20 times more whales swim in the sea. He traces how humans destroyed that reality out of rapaciousness, yes, but also through a great forgetting. Finally, he calls for an age of restoration, not only to revisit that richer and more awe-filled world, but to reconnect with our truest human nature. McKinnon never fails to remind us that nature is a menagerie of marvels. Here are fish that pass down the wisdom of elders, landscapes still shaped by ecological ghosts, a tortoise that is slowly remaking prehistory. It remains a beautiful world, McKinnon writes, and in its beauty, not its emptiness, that should inspire us to seek more nature in our lives. So this one, I think, will connect with all you eco lovers out there. And even if you're not an eco lover, I think it would still be a good read because it's definitely going to be educating on the different things that we can do to reflect on the world and move forward and have a greener life and have a greener impact on how we live. It's all about restoring the world to its former glory of having actual wildlife and implementing that growth in us to move forward with a more sustainable lifestyle. I think it's just a good read overall, and you guys should definitely check it out. And then the last one here I have will be for all you bird lovers out there, and this is The Lost Words by Robert Macfarlane. So this one says, in 2007, when a new edition of the Oxford Junior Dictionary, widely used in schools around the world, was published, a sharp-eyed reader soon noticed that around 40 common words concerning nature had been dropped. Apparently, they were no longer being used enough by children to merit their place in the dictionary. The list of these lost words included acorn, adder, bluebell, dandelion, fern, heron, kingfisher, newt, otter, and willow. Among the words taking their place were attachment, blog, broadband, bullet point, cut and paste, and voicemail. The news of these substitutions, the outdoor and natural being displaced by the indoor and virtual, became seen by many as a powerful sign of the growing gulf between childhood and the natural world. So essentially, this book is taking these lost words and reimagining them, bringing them to life with stories and artistic visualizations in this book. And I think that's so cool that, first of all, somebody even noticed that these words were being taken out and they're working to bring them back, because I think we should have that connection with nature. Well, I don't even think those words should have been taken out in the first place because they're still relevant words in the English dictionary. But I just think that it's good to continue to connect with nature and to foster that learning about nature and to keep that creative side about us. So those are just some books that you can read that are obviously celebrating our earth that we live on. Today is Earth Day, so other ways that you can celebrate Earth Day is you could stop using as much electricity today. So for an example, throughout an hour of the day, maybe instead of using lights, light some candles in your house. I know you guys are book lovers and I know you have candles on your shelves. Also, we can always make sure to recycle. That is a very important thing to do. And maybe when you're going book shopping, instead of getting a plastic bag from the bookstore, bring a tote bag with you and fill up your tote bag with books instead so that we don't have to use all that plastic. Also, talking about recycling, when you're done with books and you don't know what to do with them, you could always pass them on to libraries or secondhand shops so that that book continues to get used, and yeah, it just keeps on living. There are so many things that we can do to live greener and have a better impact on this world. We could drive less vehicles, ride our bikes more, walk often. And I encourage all of you guys to do that, just especially today because it is Earth Day and we've got to celebrate. But anyways, that's it for my video, guys. If you guys have any other books that you think go along with green living or celebrate our earth, definitely put those in the comments down below so that we can all find these resources and find these books to read. And now for our independent bookstore shout out. Okay, so today's independent bookstore shout out is for Albany Books, and they are located in Delta, British Columbia. So this is their website. They got a cute little graphic on here of their storefront. And then they have some reels on the home page. They have a really cute photo here of the inside of their store. That's what it looks like. And they also have a great selection of board games. So for all of you out there that like to get competitive, this is your place to go. They also have discounts for schools, so discounts for teachers and librarians, which is fantastic. And they have a huge selection of books that you can choose from. So definitely go check out albanybooks.com and maybe put a book order in. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.